What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about Bitcoin and why the cryptocurrency markets are dropping right now. You guys, this is something that I've personally been planning for and brought up in my VIP group multiple times before the drop because I was watching for a correction. Now, this is really expected after we saw such a big FOMO over the past couple weeks inside of the crypto markets. And now everybody's asking me, Dallin, is this the top? Are we going to go for new lows? What's happening? All because of one candle. Now, to keep things in perspective for you guys, I'm going to be running over exactly what I think is going to happen in these markets right now, today, and over the next couple weeks. Because I see through all of the bullshit. I see a huge opportunity occurring in these markets to actually buy a dip. Everybody wanted to get into the markets, but were too scared to wait for a red candle. So before I get into exactly what my analysis is, make sure that you are a subscriber to my channel. Huge shout out to all the new subscribers and all of the original gangsters. I'm at 28,000 subscribers right now, which is really exciting. I have a personal goal of reaching 100,000. Also, hit that like button for me, as well as sharing this video with your friends so that we can get as many people in on these coins and in this market as possible before this big move actually comes. And so without further ado, let's get straight into the technical analysis. So I'm going to start off by talking about daily COVID-19 deaths. Now, I was actually bringing up on my channel that this is a head and shoulders pattern that reminded me a lot of the top of crypto in around 2018. And what's interesting about this pattern is we started to actually play out because all charts are geometry. What we trade in these markets are geometry, and geometry is a mathematical truth. So it really doesn't matter what you're looking at. Some of the stuff that I teach can actually be applied across tons of different utilities, including mapping out COVID daily 19 deaths. And so this is something very interesting to me because I was calling for about 1,800 daily deaths, and we've already dropped down to 3,200. And when I was calling for that, we were all the way up around, I don't remember. We were between 3,000 and 6,000. But either way, you guys, we've started to drop off significantly. There was a couple bull traps along the way. But overall, daily COVID-19 deaths are dropping. So huge shout out to the world for figuring out how to move forward with all of this stuff. And really huge shout out to everybody that came together to see a better movement towards us figuring things out and handling this solution. Now, I still think that this was mainly a scamdemic, probably orchestrated. I don't know for sure, but who cares? Really, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. What really matters from a technical perspective, from an investing perspective, is the fact that we're starting to see a huge decline in daily deaths, which is really good for the world economy as a whole. Now, if we go back over to Bitcoin, you guys, Bitcoin has been shaking people out like crazy. I actually posted on my Twitter. It was one of these days along here when we were FOMOing and said, you guys, I'm not FOMOing up here in Bitcoin, but I would like to see a 10 to 20% drop. So, you guys, we got an 18. Let's see, what was that? Let me just double check exactly how big this drop was. We got a 19.62% drop in Bitcoin. So that's beautiful, you guys. Now, a lot of people I see on TradingView are actually jumping the gun and flipping full-blown bearish. In fact, I would say a majority of the charts on TradingView are calling for new lows or even a retest of 3,000. And, you guys, it's a market. So let's be honest, it's a probability game. And so everybody is basing their trades on probability based on what they see as being the most probable outcome. And that's really what sets apart a good trader from a bad trader, is knowing how to define probability accurately and then knowing how to use risk management around that so that you're consistently profit in the markets no matter what it does, whether it goes up or down or sideways. You have a way to pull money out of these markets every single week, every single day, and every single month. And so one of the things that I see in the cryptocurrency markets right now, you guys, is a huge opportunity. And my VIPs know exactly what I'm talking about and where I'm expecting prices to go, where I'm entering, and all of that good stuff. But I will run over the basics for you guys on the free channel today and provide some massive upfront value for you so you guys can remain profitable in the markets. Now, you guys, these are called bullish wicks. What happens when a candlestick drops very quickly and then closes? So the body of the candle is, the top is where it opens and the bottom is where it closes. if it drops really quickly and then closes with a huge wick on the bottom of the candle, which is what we see here, 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 so 3 different times, then that is actually called a bullish wick. And what's interesting is markets have been known, and I've seen this in the past, to stitch their lows in. So often, that's sometimes what paints the head and shoulders pattern, is actually that stitching process. Now this actually isn't a head and shoulders pattern unless you kind of ignore the wicks, then you could probably call it one. But it's more of just a stitching process, and what I'm seeing in the markets right now. And I really think that stitching process will lead to more upside in Bitcoin. I think that with the halving coming up, everybody got a little bit too excited right before the halving. And that's what caused all of this FOMO buying from here up to here. I knew that we were getting overvalued when we started to break above this level. And when we were just actually getting parabolic, we were just legitimately going parabolic right here. And so that's why I was expecting this drop to happen. And when it did actually happen, I was like, man, this is nice, because I actually took some tether aside and was like, okay, let's get ready to buy the dip. And I've been, getting back into these positions and buying the dip, you guys. So that's kind of what I'm watching in Bitcoin, is for us to stitch in these lows, for us to see upside continuation. This is on the 4-hour or the 45-minute time frame. But if we jump up to the 4-hour time frames, you guys, you're going to see a lot of fear in this market. You're going to see a lot of panic. You're going to see people basically scared of potentials in the market. And scared money does not make money. Money with plans makes money, as well as money with emotional maturity. I've seen so many of these pumps, so many of these dumps, so much sideways action, right, left, ascending triangles, descending triangles, rising wedges, falling wedges, symmetrical triangles, like every single pattern that you can think of, and some ones that I invented because of all the stuff that I've seen. You guys, once you have that emotional maturity, and some of it comes with time, some of it comes with your daily habits like meditation, exercise, just things that make you feel good about yourself. As you do those things, you guys, you'll actually be able to see through the markets. You'll see what others can't see, and that's why the emotional maturity is so important. You guys, the 4-hour time frame is panic selling. Everybody's panicking right now. And for me, overall, I don't plan on taking my positions out. Now, of course, there's different setups that I can see, different scenarios that I can see playing out, and I have trading plans for all of those scenarios. But right now, I'm long. If things change, I'll change that. I'll adjust with the market. But overall, big picture, I see a huge opportunity in Bitcoin. This, to me, is the exact thing that was expected to happen. This is exactly what the NASDAQ did in the same spot when it bottomed out after the 2008 crash. You guys, that dip in Bitcoin from 10,000 down to 4,000 is surprisingly similar to the 2008 crash, like pretty much identical in my view. And so what we're seeing right now is a recovery process that actually happened after the 2008 crash, and the NASDAQ is playing out in Bitcoin today. And so we're seeing these same human emotions, the same cycles of human emotions being played out over and over again. So that's kind of what I'm thinking on Bitcoin, you guys. As far as the cryptocurrency total market cap, you guys, I know that you are interested in total market cap as well, because I am, and it is super nice to know what's going on with all of the cryptos and not just one specific coin. You guys, the cryptocurrency total market cap generally follows Bitcoin as a rule of thumb, but if it's not perfectly following Bitcoin, it's probably following another coin with a lot of dominance, and some of those coins are Ethereum, XRP, some coins like that. Anything that has a large market capitalization has a large amount of dominance in the market. But as you guys know, Bitcoin dominance is around over 60%, I believe, right now. And so it is the dominant coin in the entire market. And so what we're seeing in the cryptocurrency total market cap as well is a 1 and a 2 wave structure. And this is pretty much a huge shakeout. Like I said, that shakeout from 10,000 to 4,000 in Bitcoin is this same shakeout that we saw right here. Of course, because it's following Bitcoin, it's the most dominant coin. And this, to me, is a natural, healthy rejection at resistance before we find support and see upside continuation on the total market cap. You guys, in the big picture, I've went over this multiple times, and a couple videos back, I was explaining how the total cryptocurrency market cap is exactly the same as Bitcoin's first cycle ever. And so it's repeating that same human emotion, because market cycles always repeat. People are like, Dallin, how can you pull out money from the market so consistently all the time? Well, human emotion never changes. Everybody gets too excited, everybody gets too scared, and if you can figure out how to be that person that's not getting too excited or too scared at the wrong times, because when things drop, it's okay to get a little excited, because if you're doing the right thing, if you took tether on the sidelines and you're like, yes, I get to put back in, that's okay. But if you're excited when others are fearful and you're fearful when others are excited, then you know you're doing something right. And this ABC correction is a big picture ABC, which means we'll see big picture continuation. And this is a 1 and a 2 wave out of that. And we're probably just creating, this is actually for sure the first wave in this market. And so this is a 1 and a 2 wave that we're making right now. And we will see upside continuation out of those waves. So let me just show you exactly what I mean, because just showing my mouse over, you might miss what I'm talking about. So that is a 1 and a 2 wave, you guys. After a 1 and a 2, a 3 wave comes. Now, what's interesting is there's a 1 and a 2 wave forming right now, you guys. And so there's Elliots inside of Elliots. You know, inside of that 1 and 2 wave that I just showed you, there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ABC corrective wave, or WXY corrective wave, however you want to count that. If you really want to get into detail about it, it's probably more of a WXY. But you guys, overall, we're seeing so much opportunity in the markets. I'm loading into positions. I'm not panic selling because I was expecting this to happen. I already took some profits off the sideline, and I'm ready to be buying the dip, and I'm ready to be adding to my positions. And these swing trades that I've been playing are all in the VIP, and we're profiting in there. So huge shout out to all the new members inside of the VIP areas. So yeah, you guys, that's my thoughts on the markets. Make sure that you check out the VIP group in the description box below. I will give you a 20% discount for staying clear to the end of this video. Email me or shoot me a message on Discord, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm very fast at getting back to all of my members in there. I'm in there pretty much all day long, Monday through Friday, helping people in the markets, and even on Saturday and Sunday as well, often, because I'm just so passionate about what I'm doing. So yeah, message me about a 20% discount to get into the VIP. Tons of new members have been coming in. They've been telling me how much they've been learning, how much they have been able to basically see the future and eliminate fear and profit consistently and know what coins to buy, know what coins to avoid, all that good stuff, and risk management, portfolio management, all of that, as well as the course and the videos are included inside of the VIP areas. So I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today's update. And thank you so much for all the subscribers. I genuinely appreciate every single one of you, all the Twitter followers, everybody that has been joining the high altitude community and has been making money along with me in these markets. Hit that like button for me before we go. Share this video with your friends if you got some value out of it, and I'll see you tomorrow in the next update. As always, stay profitable out there.